morning, I'm Alistair Book, and welcome to a dramatic interpretive reading of this week's deals for fiction books. You might have noticed, you or the other person watching this, I think there are two, that I wasn't here in the previous week, although perhaps there were deals. This is because I paid a pilgrimage to my homeland, the Kingdom United, for the annual London Book Fair, where I consumed quite a bit of ale and completely forgot. But I'm back now in the colonies, and I'm here to dramatically interpret this for you. Let's begin, shall we? Books that are fiction, fictional books. Author of Calamity and Other Stories, Daphne Kalate's Russian Winter, set in present-day Boston, and in Moscow after World War II, telling the story of one of the Soviet Union's greatest ballerinas prior to her defection in 1952 in the face of a terrible betrayal. Who decides to auction her famed jewelry collection, including the rare amber suite that may hold the key to a long-held secret, an event that sets into motion a contemporary academic mystery, and a historical tale of charting her rise to stardom and the slow erosion of her closest friendships and her greatest love under the repression of the Stalinist regime. That was a very long sentence. It might be a very long book. Pushcart Prize nominee Tatiana Solis' The Lotus Eaters, following an American combat photographer covering the Vietnam War as she captures the chaos of the conflict on film, breaks into the man's world of war photojournalism, and finds herself torn between the love of two men. Ellen Bryson's Hungry, about the lives and unexpected romances of human prodigies, including the living skeleton and the bearded lady at P.T. Barnum's American Museum in New York of 1865. Douglas Clegg's Isis. When a woman loses her brother in a tragic accident, she desperately tries to reach him on the other side, only to discover a dark power within herself. Sarah Graves' Strangehold and Dead Space, books 14 and 15 in the Home Repairers Homicide Mystery Series, placing home repair newbie Jacobia Jake Tiptree in even more precarious situations in the dark spaces and hiding places of rural Maine, with nuanced home repair tidbits, naturally. Two novels by the author of Patriots, James Wesley Rawls, continuing his fictional survival series. No other information. New York Times best-selling author Alison Brennan's next two romantic suspense novels, which will launch a new series. No other information. Kian and Kramer's The Impossible Bachelors series, focusing on 4 Regency-era bachelors commanded by the Prince Regent to participate in a bet to see who among them will remain unwed for another year. Anjali Banjari's novel of magical realism, Haunting Jasmine, in which a recently divorced Indo-American woman travels to a Pacific Northwest island to run her eccentric great-aunt's mysterious bookstore, where she discovers a latent ability to communicate with the spirits of the dead authors that inhabit the bookshop, spirits that help her make her the bookstore prosperous, mend family relationships, and learn the many turns love can take. Nobel winner J.M.G. Leclezio's short story collection, Mondo and Other Stories. Screenwriter and author of the original screenplay for Blade Runner, Hampton Fancher's untitled story collection, and a memoir to follow. Well, that's it. Quite a lot of things happening on the other side, with hauntings and spirits, and quite a lot of dead people running about. That's all I can think of. Nothing more witty, as I'm still hungover from London. That's it, let's go. Alistair Book, masterpiece, or I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Cut it. Let's go. Right, I do this first.